The Babirusa is a species of even-toed ungulate from the family Suidae. It is a peculiar pig native to the Sulawesi Islands in central Indonesia. Its name comes from the Malay Babirusa, which means deer pig. This nickname is due to the fact that in the Babirusa, the upper tusks curve upwards so tightly that they eventually pierce the skin of the Babirusa and resemble a pair of horns. Sometimes they even touch the animal's forehead at the tip. It is a small suid, reaching up to 80 centimeters tall at the shoulder and about 1 meter in length. Its weight is around 100 kilograms. Fur is sparse, scattered across the thick, wrinkled skin, especially on the face and neck, that covers the animal. The snout is proportionally longer than that of other wild pigs, and both the front and hind legs are of similar length. This is a Persibi biota. They live along rocky coastlines and feed through filtration. They attach themselves to rocks or the bottom of boats and spend the rest of their lives in this position. YouTuber Matthew Beam built the largest statue in Minecraft to date. It is of the skin of YouTuber Technoblade, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. The video aims to encourage people to donate to research on this disease. Did you know that you can stay in the house from home alone on the Airbnb website? As you can see, the property has the original furniture and decorations from the movie. Poimo is an inflatable electric scooter that can be folded and stored in a backpack. It is still a prototype, but we may see them on the streets in the future. Bolt is the first roller coaster integrated on a cruise ship. These are the incredible views you will see on board. Tear stick is a wax cylinder, similar to a lipstick, with menthol and camphor extracts, which help actors cry during sad scenes in movies. It is only applied under the eye. The heat of the skin releases the menthol and camphor vapors, which induce the formation of real tears. Shintaro Okamoto encapsulates moments, experiences, and objects inside blocks of ice. These are some of his creations. He uses all kinds of artifacts to keep them in the right place before the water freezes. Look at the size that Aldabra tortoises can reach. A group of Korean architects wants to build buildings in the hollow trunks of the world's tallest trees, the sequoias. The idea is that when a tree dies, its interior is conditioned as a building where environmental preservation research can be carried out. A group of Star Wars fans managed to get the city council of the Polish town of Grabowice to name a street in their city after Star Wars. This is not a German Shepherd puppy. In fact, he is over 2 years old. Ranger suffers from pituitary dwarfism, a congenital deficiency of the growth hormone. Although dwarfism may not be dangerous, if left untreated, it can drastically reduce life expectancy. Can you imagine climbing 646 meters to change a light bulb? This is one of the jobs of radio and telecommunications tower climbers. It is changed every 6 months. Introducing the Torrid Pulse, a device that shoots compressed air rings underwater. It connects to the low-pressure port of the scuba tank and launches up to 35 bubble rings. Looks fun, right? I bet you didn't know that airplane cabins are so flexible. These are the rigorous tests they undergo before their first flight. This is an interactive machine that teaches you how to perform CPR in various airports in the United States. In just 5 minutes, you can learn to save a life. Did you know what the numbers on fruit labels mean? If it has only 4 digits, it means it has been conventionally grown using pesticides. If the fruit or vegetable has a 5-digit code starting with the number 8, it means it is genetically modified. If it has a 5-digit code starting with the number 9, it means it has been grown without pesticides or fertilizers, meaning it is organic. 3D advertisements are becoming more common. This one was made by the company Blonde Action and is located in New York. Have you ever wondered why some sweaters or hoodies have this triangle on the neck? Originally, its function was to collect sweat around the chest after exercise. This prevents sweat from deforming or stretching the neck. This strange Japanese trend involves cutting your pet's hair to make it look like a cube. They resemble Minecraft dogs. Speaking of dogs, These are the 25 most used canine breeds in the history of cinema. So far, 562 German Shepherds have appeared in movies, 284 Bulldogs, and 209 Poodles. If you want to see the complete list, pause the video. Did you ever imagine that Kentucky Fried Chicken's Colonel Sanders would be the protagonist of a romantic novel? The Tender Desires is a story that narrates the erotic romance between the Colonel and a woman from the Victorian era. Once again, robots are taking our jobs. Stanley Robotics has created the world's first robot valet parking system. Watch it in action. In this adorable ad by the Polly brand, we can see Lucas making the world's smallest cup of coffee from a single coffee bean. In this video by the YouTube channel Spots, we can see what the sky would look like if we replaced the sun with other stars. This is how it would look with Electro, with Capella, and with Arcturus. It seems chasing lasers is not just for cats. Did you know that in Japan, there are restaurants that heat soup with stones? This technique is called yaki-ishi. It is very efficient, heating the broth almost immediately. This is how visually impaired sprinters participate in the Paralympic Games. They are accompanied by a guide who ensures the athlete stays in the correct lane. This was the Game Boy printer, a small printer that connected to the Game Boy along with the Game Boy camera. You could print your photos instantly. They weren't very good quality. Did you know that elephants sweat through their feet? This is how they look on a hot day. Watch this incredible jump. It was performed by French motocross pilot Tom Pages. It was recorded as the first base jump with a backflip on a motorcycle. The pilot was propelled at over 80 kilometers per hour at over 55 meters height. Look at the incredible amount of water flowing from this tree. The inside of the tree rotted and the water rose through the hollow trunk. Drivers in Siberia must know how to drift. Watch how they drive on the frozen streets of the city without any problem. In this video, we can see the incredible speed of reindeer. See how they keep pace with this train at over 50 kilometers per hour. Did you know that if you throw Vans sneakers in the air, they will always land upright? Try it and you'll see it's true. This happens because their soles are much heavier compared to the top. See how Zenit St. Petersburg players entered the field carrying dogs. This was done to promote adoption. This is the Red Pool in Thailand. The water in it is not actually red. The trick is in the tiles. If you look closely, you'll see red, yellow, and orange tiles. The combination of these colors creates an optical illusion that makes the water look red. What is this? Some kind of liquid? Plastic trash? The ghost of an eel? This undulating creature is a larval stage of a ribbon eel called a leptocephalus. This is the wing of an airplane, and this is why drones are prohibited in airports. The Xioneus excavate is the most elegant mosquito in the world. Its metallic blue color contrasts with the silver spots on its abdomen. Its legs have elongated scales that look like feathers. If James Bond had a pen, it would be this one. The Pyro pen launches small pieces of paper lit in the air. Its creators claim it is not dangerous as the flame extinguishes almost immediately. The days when motorcyclists had to put their feet down at a traffic light may have come to an end. This new system called Honda Riding Assist allows the motorcycle to stand autonomously and move without the need for a driver. Remember the iconic scene from Spider-Man 2 where Peter tries to jump from one building to another but ends up falling from a great height? This is how it was filmed. The scene was shot by a stunt double carefully held by a crane. These are the 6 women that Mattel used as inspiration for their Role Models doll line, or role models. They stood out for their work in the healthcare field during this pandemic. One of them is Sarah Gilbert, the professor who led the creation of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. A group of Korean architects wants to build buildings in the hollow trunks of the world's tallest trees, the sequoias. The idea is that when a tree dies, its interior is conditioned as a building where environmental preservation research can be carried out. A group of Star Wars fans managed to get the city council of the Polish town of Grabowice to name a street in their city after Star Wars. This is not a German Shepherd puppy. In fact, he is over 2 years old. Ranger suffers from pituitary dwarfism, a congenital deficiency of the growth hormone. Although dwarfism may not be dangerous, if left untreated, it can drastically reduce life expectancy. Can you imagine climbing 646 meters to change a light bulb? If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, let us know if there is anything you didn't know. I'll read you in the comments.